Hi, I'm Zoran Lazic. Today we're going to be discussing some of the puppy issues with Billy. There's a lot of questions I get regarding house training. One of the issues might be that his bladder or his kidneys haven't been trained to hold it. So, in order to live in our house, he should learn how to hold his bladder or his kidney. And that just takes time. It usually takes 7 to 10 days to house train a dog. But if you live in a condo or an apartment, it might take you longer because you have to go down the stairs and back up the stairs. And by that time, the dog might have already gone to the washroom. What we're trying to teach Billy is outdoor smell means washroom. Indoor smell means no washroom. Some people might use pee pads. Doesn't mean they're good or bad. For me, if you use a pee pad, you're unintentionally teaching your dog to go to the washroom inside. I understand the concept is we move the pee pad all the way out, and then it goes outside. But for me, I start right away, take him outside to the washroom. So for Billy, after he eats, after he drinks water, he's got to go to the washroom. After he finishes playing, he's got to go to the washroom. After he wakes up, he's got to go to the washroom. So pretty much every half an hour to an hour, Billy is going to have to go to the washroom. So that means I have to be on him to take him to the washroom. I should be showing him where to go. That means I go back to the leash and I take him with the leash to the spot and I walk around, because walking usually stimulates the bladder. And when he goes to the washroom, then I will pet him, we will play, then that's his reward, is some affection or some interaction. But at the beginning, first 5 to 10 times, he's probably not gonna know. He might just run out and go to the washroom right away. Try not to let him go free in the backyard at the beginning, because he's gonna go anywhere. And then he's gonna get used to going anywhere. And then one day we're gonna step in it when we have company or in the summertime, and then we're going to blame him. But it's not his fault. So that's why I always take him to the spot, usually at the back of the property, along the fence line, somewhere where he can go as he gets older. And sometimes it's harder because when it's raining, it's snowing, you still have to take him to the spot where you decide. Billy should not be making any decisions right now. All he should decide to do is when to get a drink of water and what toy to play with. Other than that, you should be making most of his decisions. So if Billy was to be sleeping, as soon as he wakes up, I would immediately take him to the washroom. Once again, we have to establish a routine for Billy. He would be fed and he would go to the washroom exactly the same time, within reason, every day. Tuesday, Sunday, holiday, doesn't matter what it is. So when I have a puppy and it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 7:30, I would get up, feed him, take him to the washroom, put him back in his crate if I'm using a crate, and then I would go back to sleep if I'm gonna sleep in. Other than that, his routine should be the same. If you want more explanation about routines, I have a routine video. There are a few goals with puppies. One of the goals is to live in harmony together. Your puppy should learn how to go to the washroom outside. One of the other goals is teeth can't touch a human. Those two are probably the most basic, simple goals that we start with. Structure, things like that. Don't chew on furniture. Those are some of the basic things we would teach Billy here so we can live in harmony, and then we would expand on those or elaborate on those. But the first one is usually go to the washroom outside. And as time goes on, his body starts to learn how to hold it longer and hold it longer. But right now, he may only be able to handle half an hour, maybe an hour before he has to go. And we should be directing him where to go. There are going to be accidents. So if there's an accident, we do not punish him. We clean it up as best as we can. And then next time, we try to catch him before he goes. He may indicate by smelling around that he has to go to the washroom. That means we should be watching him. Okay, as he learns, freedom is the goal and he gets more freedom. But he has to learn to go to the washroom outside. Good job. Actually, he's doing pretty good, eh? Calmness. So, calmness. When your dog is calm, then we reward him. So if Billy was to be upset and jumping all over the place, I would not pet him. I do not calm him down. When he calms down, then I would reward him for being calm. If there was a child or a person would get upset, we might calm them down. But for a dog, if I pet Billy while he's jumping up and down, I could be unintentionally rewarding him. Once Billy calms down, then I would pet him. So we're trying to teach him outside, in the backyard, at the cottage. You can go crazy. Inside the house or around people, relax a little bit. If you're going to teach Billy to go to the washroom outside, then that means he has to have some kind of structure on his meals. So if he eats the same time every day, let's say 7 o'clock, because he's a puppy, he might eat at noon, and then at 5 or 6 o'clock. If he eats at the same time all the time, we can anticipate when he's gonna go to the washroom. Also, his water, depending on the weather and how much activities he's having, I usually take the water away at 7, 8 o'clock at night because he doesn't really need water for when he's sleeping. If you give him water at midnight and you don't take him out to the washroom, then he may go to the washroom during the night. One of the other things is that I usually take my dogs out to the washroom just before I go to bed. I can anticipate that they will be sleeping during the night. But you have to understand, when Billy comes to your house, he's not going to know anything. So one of the good things about him is he doesn't know anything. One of the bad things about a puppy is they don't know anything. So the best time to get a puppy is when you're on vacation, because that gives you 2, 3, 4 weeks to teach a dog what some of the rules or expectations are in your house. If you get a puppy on a Friday and you have to go to work on Monday, that only gives you 2 days, which is not enough time to teach your dog to be comfortable with you and teach some kind of routines. So if you're gonna get a puppy or a dog, the best time to get a dog is when you're on vacation or you have time off. This way you can establish some expectation and routine. So if I let him free and I'm at work, he might chew on an electric cord and he may get hurt. The leash will help you to stop him and direct him where to go to the washroom. The main tool is, you're the main tool, the family's the main tool. That's the tool that's gonna teach him, which means they have to be on him and anticipate when he's gonna go to the washroom and catch him at the right time and bring him outside. If he does go to the washroom in the house, it's not his fault. We can't punish him, we can't yell at him. I mean, he's a dog. How does he know? We're trying to teach him, and that just takes time, usually 7 to 10 days. But if it takes longer, doesn't mean there's something wrong with your dog. If Billy was to make a mistake, that just means I wasn't watching him. He doesn't know, he's gotta go. So if I gave him water and then we played, and then I went in and answered my phone and I left him running around and he went to the washroom, it wouldn't be his fault. What I should have done was, as soon as he finished drinking water and finished playing, I should have taken him outside to go to the washroom. So what we have to do is anticipate. For a puppy, we know that their bladder and kidney can only hold it for so long, and for him, half an hour to an hour, that's max. And as the weeks go on and months, it becomes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then all day long if possible. So remember that house training or training your dog to go to the washroom outside may not be an overnight success. It's going to take at least a week to 10 days, maybe longer, depending on your situation. Don't get upset with the dog. Don't get discouraged. He will learn to go to the washroom outside if you keep at it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay.